Okay, next up, Shiverstar, which is curiously unglamorous compared to all these other crazy-looking planets. Well, there actually is a reason behind that. You see how this is just a round planet with a single moon orbiting it? Kind of like the one that we live on? Yeah, that's right. There is actually a popular fan theory surrounding this particular level that it is really just a post-apocalyptic Earth after all of humanity has been wiped out by a second ice age. A theory that is further supported by the fact that there are a couple of levels in this game where you run through abandoned factories full of machinery that is just running without purpose, without anyone manning them. Yeah. This cute little pink puffball game has a level that is just the Earth after all of humanity has gone extinct. Now, granted, it is just a theory, and Nintendo, I don't think, has ever come out and said that, yes, it is a post-apocalyptic Earth, but it's totally a post-apocalyptic Earth, let's be real. That is absolutely a thing they would do. This is the same game company that ended a quirky little RPG about a Scooby-Doo ragtag team of kids going off to fight, like, 50s-style aliens, and then ended it with a scene in which you go back in time and abort an alien fetus.
Okay.
This is so not beyond them. And of course, let's not forget that their hottest franchise out right now literally takes place on a post-apocalyptic Earth. Like, it's just so obviously what it is. Nintendo I don't think has ever said anything about it, but, like, if they ever had said anything to try and deny it, then, take it from me, they're obviously full of crap. In fact, while I was getting this recording set up, I actually noticed something for the first time, which is that if you look closely at Shiverstar itself, like, I had it running in the background, and I noticed that, you can faintly see, like, the Earth's own land masses outlined in the planet itself. Like, you can kind of see the continents and everything. So yeah, that's exactly what this is. Kirby takes place in post-apocalyptia. Kirby gets dark in a lot of weird ways. One of which we're going to see at the very end of this game, but I'm not going to spoil it just yet, for anyone who might not be familiar. There we go. I knew one of these igloos had a crystal shard on top of it. So, yeah. Humanity is dead, but who cares? Let's go sledding! Whee! Nintendo. You're so goddamn evil. Like, everybody says that Mortal Kombat is stuff like Mortal Kombat, like politicians will say stuff like Mortal Kombat and Grand Theft Auto is evil because, you know, they're promoting violence and, you know, murdering prostitutes and extortion and all this other stuff. Like, no, that's what's evil. That's like candy-ass evil, alright? Because they're being so upfront with it. Nintendo is much more sinister because their evil shit is all subliminal. Like all this stuff with, like, the secret post-apocalyptic Earth, like, there's a million different secrets I could go into. Like, even as recent as Super Mario Galaxy 2, having, like, just creepy ghost figures overlooking you in the skybox to one of their levels, and of course the aforementioned shit with Splatoon. Like, Nintendo is evil, man. Like, again, you know, Midway, or NetherRealm, rather, and, Rockstar, they're upfront with their intentions. Nintendo, not so much. And, hang on, I have to stay underwater. I remember there's a crystal shard hidden underwater here, but I don't remember exactly where. Is there a hole there? No? Alright. Get out of here. Alright. Alright. I'm glad I coincidentally picked up Bomb Fire, by the way. This is actually a pretty good power-up. Yeah. Gives you some extra ups. Makes a huge hitbox form around you. Good shit. And who doesn't love fireworks, huh? Actually, I'm filming this, like, pretty much right after 4th of July, so it's actually almost kind of topical. Isn't that nice? Alright, where are you? I think it might be all the way back here. I do remember you had to, like, go a ways back to find this thing. Damn it, you can't hide from me, I know you're here somewhere. Okay. It's not there. Maybe if I try going up here? No, okay. I don't think it was that well hidden. Ah, shit. Here, maybe? Oh, yeah, this looks good. This looks good, I think. Yep, there it is. Okay. Alright. There we go. Is there anything else here? No, just a single star, I think. Alright. Off to a good start. Actually managed to find all the crystal shards in my first go. Thankfully, I actually do remember Shiver Star relatively well. It's actually, because this is actually a really good... This is actually one of the better worlds in the game, in my opinion. Not that all the worlds in this game... Not the level design in... The level design in this game is just generally really good, but this one in particular I remember having some especially good moments. Like the aforementioned sledding moment, and I already mentioned in a previous part how, like, when you're a kid, anything that involves going down a slide or sledding or anything like that is just... Like that's our version of drugs, okay? Like, when you're a kid, going down something steep really fast is, like, a bigger high than any, like, injectable drug can possibly give you. Like, ecstasy is weak sauce compared to a good toboggan, alright? That's all I'm saying. And it's just as likely to get you seriously hurt. In fact, probably more likely. Oh god, I remember this time when I was a kid. I was in elementary school. And at our school, one side of our school happened to be, facing this particularly steep hill. So, during the winter, they would, the school would provide all of these, little inner tubes. And, we would all go sledding during recess. Or I guess it would be called tubing in that case, but whatever. Logistics. Cake. Thank you. But yeah, we all went sledding, and I remember this one time, I was at the bottom of the hill. I had just gone down, and I turned around to see a chain of kids coming behind me, because what a lot of the kids would do, and I did this a couple times as well, is like, if you remember, like, the inner tubes had, like, little handles on either side for you to grip onto. And what the kids would do is they would grab one of their own handles, and then they would grab the handle of another kid's tube, and they would just link a bunch of tubes together and go down in a big chain like that. So what happens is, I made it to the bottom of the hill, and, you know, as I turned around to start going back up, I see a chain of kids just going, like, straight towards me, and I couldn't get out of the way in time, so they just tripped me up. And I fell face first on the ground, and then immediately afterwards, another chain of kids came down the hill and just ran straight over me. Like, I just got completely plowed in that moment. I mean, thank God it was just, like, air-filled inner tubes going down, like, a snow-cushioned slope, because otherwise that would have screwed me up very hard. Such as, say, for example, another time when I went sledding with my stepbrothers. And, one of my stepbrothers, you know, again, was at the bottom of a hill, which is basically... The bottom of a hill when you're sledding is basically, like, a war zone. And as he was trying to get up, my other stepbrother, who was, like, 6'6", 3 million pounds, like he was this big football player type, went down the hill on his own tube, which was actually just, like, a flipped-over garbage can lid, and ran right over my other stepbrother's leg. Poor bastard was in a leg cast sitting on the couch for months. Like, seriously, moral of the story, we should not be allowed to have these things. Sledding is the most dangerous stuff ever, and that's just with, like, garbage can lids and things made of air. Like, imagine how bad it was back in the day. When, you know, sleds were made out of wood and we're going down pure ice slopes with, like metal skates on them, or whatever you'd call them. Like, my dad, I think I've even told one or two of the many stories that my dad has of, like, coming mere inches from death because of a sledding accident. It's the most dangerous shit in the universe. God damn it, I didn't want to go that way again. Alright. There we go. And boop! Alright. Thank you very much. As always, gotta check the back. No, there's nothing here. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, get out of here. Oh shit! Oh, that was a bad place to try and end that streak. Yeah, you don't stand a chance against my firework powers. That includes you. Yeah, no, this power-up is like low-key one of the best ones in the game. Like, a lot of people have fond memories of the Fire Sword and the Darth Maul Electric Saber, as they should. But, like, this one's pretty good, too. Like, not quite as, like, stereotypically badass as those power-ups, but still, this is getting some shit done. Oh, now we're up in the pink clouds. Somehow that didn't hurt me. Yeah, look at this. I'm just a ball of death. Oh, is there a shard hang? Okay, nope. Okay. Alright, I feel like if there was a crystal shard in any of these holes, I'd be able to just barely see it peeking out. So I should probably not be playing chicken with these bottomless pits. Lest I end up, wait, actually, hang on. Could this one be hiding one? No? Alright. Yeah, lest I end up just stupidly jumping down a pit, like I did in that one episode. Yeah, that was not great. You are not a crystal shard. Get out of here. Okay. Didn't think it was gonna jump that high. And I forgot that there was one in the ceiling. Holy crap. Alright. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Oh, god damn it. I need a special power-up to get that, don't I? Yep. Looks like Spark and Needle. Alright, I'll come back with that later. Oh, I missed a couple, actually. Even better. Oop. Alright. You guys know the drill at this point.
Continue! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!